This video is brought to you in part by Backyard Wrestling History. Go and subscribe to their channel. Enjoy. Welcome to Madness, my Hatters. In this world, you will find strange tales, twisted adventures, and curious thoughts that dare to challenge the boundaries of imagination. Welcome to Diary of the Mad Hatter. So I was supposed to ask both of y'all this when I talked to y'all a year or so ago. Why did you guys stop wrestling in the backyard?
It was mainly because my mom was starting to have an issue with it, because we had one wrestler who had almost a neck injury. It was a stinger. It was scary, and my mom was kind of like, well, if something happens, it's my property, I'm liable. I'm not going to lose my house because you kids want to play fight on the weekends. And so it just kind of got to a point where my mom was just like, look, enough's enough. Like, it was one thing when you guys were younger, but now that you're older and you're taking more risks and you're pushing things a little farther, like, I don't want to lose my house.
Okay.
And so that was basically it, which is when we started wrestling at a park, because then we were like, oh, well, now the city's liable.
Yeah.
Check and mate.
I remember the phrase you told me, and I always tell this to people to this day, is that your mom had said, we've been dodging the bullet called lawsuit long enough.
So, I don't remember if it was 2002 or 2003. Phil, you had a catastrophic neck injury.
That was 2004.
2004,
Yeah, when I broke my neck.
Yeah, so when I seen that video, and it was actually from a compilation video that you had that you had on VHS, I had to know, Martin, where were you during this time?
I was if I recall correctly, during that time, I was in CCW very early during the experimental phase, and then after that summer dropped out for a minute. So during that time, I was doing my high school thing.
Right.
I was trying to win trophies in debate and trying to win chess matches and, being the treasurer of the anime club and all that kind of stuff. So my social life had filled. At that point, me and Phil were hanging out. I want to say maybe three or 4 months into junior year, we started kicking it. I never forget this, actually. When that happened, I can't remember how I heard, but I want to say Chris might have called and told me what happened, Nappy. And I called Phil and I was like, hey man, are you all right? I heard you broke your neck. And he was like, yeah, I'm okay. It's just, Phil, he's a tough son of a gun. But I just want to make sure he was good. And I was like, all right, man, we'll see you later. And then he was like, oh wait, are you coming to the WrestleMania party? I was like, dude, you're laying up with a broken neck. And, and then Phil later told me I was the only one of his friends that called to see if he was okay and assumed we weren't going to have the party. Everyone else was like, we're still having a WrestleMania party, right?
To be fair, Phil, I never had anybody's number, and my dad had a strict no call out policy.
Yeah. So my whole thing is, I had remembered, I don't remember where I saw it, but there was a thing I saw where somebody mentioned that Vince McMahon will never ask one of his wrestlers to do something he wouldn't do.
Right.
And there's footage of Vince McMahon doing the zip line at WrestleMania 12 before Shawn Michaels does it. Right. And so I, as a kid, with my own backyard wrestling federation, I took that to heart. So I was always like, I have to be the example. I have to set the standard. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna expect the same from you, and I won't ask you to do something I won't do. Right. So I would jump off my roof. I'd put myself in hardcore matches. I'd lose more than I'd win. I just wanted to make myself an example. And so with the whole neck thing, yeah, I broke my neck, but I could still walk. It wasn't that bad. It was I think it was an acute cervical fracture. I cracked 2 of the discs in my back. I forget which ones, but I cracked 2 of them, right? But I could still walk, so I'm like, I'll be fine. This'll heal. What's the worst that could happen?
Okay, so what were you doing during that time you spent off? Were you more focused on camera work? Were you still doing promos?
I was still going to the shows every week. I was champion when that happened.
Yep.
So then we had to figure out okay, well, we're obviously going to take the belt off of you. So then I had to do this whole angle with Kid Crush where he took the belt off of me. we were right in the middle of this storyline where we went to war with another federation, RCW. And so I was like cameraman doing commentary for all the matches. I was still trying to be involved as much as possible, you know, and I didn't take that long off. I was only off for about like, I think 2 months, maybe 3 before I came back from injury. I did a whole video about why I came back from the neck injury when I did.
Yeah. So, did it require surgery?
No, it was just like, it's cracked, it's broken, it's cracked, like it'll heal. You can't put like a cast on your neck. So I had like a hard collar that I wore for I think a month. And then after that I had a soft collar and I wore that for another month. And then I was like, I'm sure I'm fine. And I just never went back to the doctor because I was like, I feel okay, I'm fine.
Okay.
Thank you for watching this clip. Stay tuned for further clips. And if you missed the last one, go check it out. Till then, go check out Backyard Wrestling History. And as a reminder, that kindness is always free. And I'm cheap as fuck. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, stay mad, my hatters.